Do you ever just feel like you need a mental health break, a little getaway out of the chaos into just quiet, hopefully a lot of nature, and just getting the fuck away from people? Because that's how I'm feeling. I literally just booked an Airbnb 2 hours ago while sitting in the bathtub after calling out of work because I needed a mental health day. And I am now going to this Airbnb in Pine Mountain Club, I think is the area. I have no idea. I'm not familiar, but we're just going with it. It's 2.5 hours away, and I'm going to take you along the journey, and we might even do mushies again. So let's see. I definitely could use the peace and quiet, so I'm excited to see how this goes. Okay, house tour. Okay, let's look at this gorgeous place. This is front yard views. Of course, the camera doesn't even do it justice. So let's go in and check it out. So there's this cute little space. Look at the views. I definitely cannot wait to get in this little bubble and just like relax. Home sweet home. So cute. Love this. Look at this golden hour. You can't even tell, can you? Gorgeous. Nice little bathroom. Shower. Let's check out upstairs. Cute. Look at this freaking view. Wow. Gorgeous. Okay, good. There's a bathtub. It's not that cute, but there is a bathtub. I was scared. Love it. Outside views. Welcome to my cabin in the mountain getaway. Okay, no, but really, good morning. So excited and grateful to have this mini getaway today. I will say I got in last night and I kind of got a little bit spooked. This place is like legit in the mountains, and when I started reading like the guest handbook, it was talking a lot about this being bear country, bear county, I don't know, but like there was like a lot of information about safety for bears, and I was kind of scared. And it's crazy because I read something that said berries equal bears, and when I got here and I opened my trunk, a berry fell, but I didn't realize it was a berry. Like I didn't know what it was. I don't know. I didn't think anything of it. I was like, okay, it came off from a tree, and now it came from my trunk. It's fine. But then when I read that, I like started to get scared, and I was like, oh my God, would a bear literally come for like 1 or 2 berries outside? I don't know. I kind of started to freak myself out last night. You know, it's like the first night you get here, it's kind of late and dark anyway, so that happened. But this morning I woke up, got a nice sleep, kind of was sad that I missed the sunrise, but also I literally woke up at like 5 a.m. naturally. And I'm like, dang, when the heck was the sunrise? Because I would have loved to see it. This place is really cute. You can see skies on both sides. You can definitely see sunrises, sunsets on both sides. It's gorgeous, so I love that. Today we're starting off with 2 powerful combos. You know, we already know we got coconut cold. This is a freshly opened jar, and then we're also pre-gaming alongside with our emergency because I've been feeling a little bit sick, just like sore throat vibes. But like I swear, if I feel that I'm getting sick, and I start taking emergency, like, I'm not sick. I'm not sick, never was sick, never will be sick, because emergency is that bitch. This is what we're starting off with today. Should I drink the emergency first or the coconut cold? Going in with the spoonful of our beautiful coconut cold, the OG flavor. This one always kind of freaks me out, so let's go. I'll just never get over the fact that it's like low-key cheesy, but there's no cheese. Whew. Okay, cool. Now we chug. Cheers. Yes, already feeling healthier, and I have a brain freeze. It's fine, it's fine.
I can see you, I can feel you from a million miles away. But the earth moves with every step I take. I don't know you, but I want to. All I do is think of ways to get closer, to make you feel the same. It's like you're out to get me, without you even knowing you were fake me. A chain reaction, and it's forcing me to fall hard, so hard in love. It's the ripple effect.
It's crazy because I swear I'm like an outdoorsy girl, but like this place is spooking me out for some reason. Like I'm getting very in my head about like creatures. First thing we're gonna do today is a little meditation. Should I put bug spray on? If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Amen. I was actually thinking about frequency and personal vibration yesterday because Sunday night I had a very, very rough day at work, and I was like, what in my frequency is bringing this upon me? So hopefully this little meditation will help me. So we'll start with breath work, and then we'll go into meditation. We're using the Open app today. We love an Open app moment. So we're gonna do respiratory strength today first.
This practice will help strengthen your respiratory muscles by breathing with resistance. It will also increase oxygenation and reduce stress and anxiety by slowing down the breath. You'll breathe in through your nose to a count of 7 and out your nose to a count of 11, creating an ocean-sounding breath by restricting the back of your throat.
Take a full breath in and a big sigh out. Then come up into tabletop, resting the hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. We'll start rocking from side to side to warm up the wrists. And then forwards and back a few times. Feel
hope you are doing so amazing as you sit and watch this vlog. Thanks for being here with me today. This is my view right now. This little place, like, it's not my favorite place I've ever been to, but there are little cute spaces and this is one of them. So feeling really lucky to be here. I know I kind of already had let you know. I came up to this Airbnb last night and I planned on doing this video then, but honestly, I was a little bit spooked. It wasn't in my best energy, but now it's daytime. We have the sunlight and yeah, I'm still a little bit afraid about the bear situation, but we're just gonna ignore it and it'll be fine. What's meant to be will be. Welcome to the second vlog, or I guess the second mushroom journey vlog. It's been almost 6 months since my last mushroom journey, and that journey was one of the most profound journeys that I've ever experienced, and it was just such a beautiful weekend. I literally booked this Airbnb like 2 hours before I got here. So this mushroom journey has been inspired by me just slowly getting the call. If you've worked with mushies, you know that the mushrooms call you in. It's not something that you are like always constantly thinking about, or maybe it is, but for me, it's something that calls me in when the time is right. And I am definitely in need of some sort of shift. As you guys know, I work in the restaurant business, and the other day, Sunday night, so today that I'm recording this is Tuesday, I had a couple of customer complaints about my attitude and professionalism ultimately, which, listen, I'm a sweet little inner work healing angel, but I am a Latina from ATL and I do have very powerful energy, which I think can throw some people off for sure. And yeah, you know, it's the restaurant business. The customer is always right, and that's something that I am still on a journey of really working on as far as like my delivery and my communication style. So this has definitely been an opportunity for me to be like held accountable with it, whether I think it was valid or not. Doesn't matter. It is what it is. It's over now. That being said, it still rocked me. It's been an emotional last couple of freaking weeks, to be honest. We're in the middle of Mercury retrograde. I'm a Virgo. I think Mars is in Virgo, so that's been a challenge. And then there's 5 planets total that are in retrograde. Whether you know what that means or not really doesn't matter, but what you should know is that we are all feeling a little bit sensitive, a little bit emotional, maybe a little bit tired, and we're all moving through our own specific journeys, and some of our journeys may be breakdowns in communication because something is trying to be shown to us. I always like to look at Mercury retrograde less of like a fear energy and more of, okay, this is an opportunity to realign, to break off the pieces of my life that are no longer in alignment, and to move forward and see how far I've come, really. That being said, I have felt so emotional. I'm also in my luteal phase, so lots of things coming to the surface. So there are 3 things that I really want to focus on within this mushroom journey. Number 1, just being general emotional release. I have a lot of emotions, and while I have been feeling them as often as I can, there's still some in there, and I know that to be true. With that, you know, my last journey, I had told you about, you know, my friend that was my ex, but then we were best friends for a long time, and I was working on really being the woman who's strong enough and has the courage enough to go no contact and to cut that off. Cut to, you know, 5-6 months later, that never really happened. Up until a couple of weeks ago, we kind of just finagled our way back into a friendship because it's comfortable and we love each other, and we're best friends. Like, it's hard to release a friendship when there's nothing really wrong with it. But ultimately, you know, we both want to find our person and we both want to be in happy relationships. And for me, I just felt like it was in our best interest to go our separate ways, at least for now, go no contact, see where that takes us, and just give us both an opportunity to have a clean, fresh slate and just give our all to our partners. Not that I have a partner, but that's coming in hopefully soon, and that'll be on the list that we're gonna work through today. So with this work situation, I wanted to lean on him so much. I'm like getting emotional thinking about it. It's been like decently smooth sailing, but this one really rocked me, and I know that he would have known exactly what to say and how to support me and comfort me in the moment. So, you know, I had to move through not having him there, and that was challenging. Thank God I have the best sister ever, and I was able to call her, and she helped me shift and helped me just feel held and validated me and spoke her own words of wisdom. But it's still hard to lose someone and to grieve someone that you love so much. So see, this is gonna happen. I haven't even had my cacao yet. I'm already so emotional. But this is why the release needs to happen. This is why I needed to come to just like a secluded location where I can just be. Yeah, so I just want to, number one, release that emotion and connect that to releasing and continuing to grieve that friend that I had, and whatever downloads want to come through with that, I'm open to receiving. Number two, I want to step further into my Christina with a K energy. I'd love to receive any downloads regarding like next steps of how I can expand. My last mushroom journey quite literally gave me a whole new vision of how I see myself, and it expanded me. It expanded me as a woman, me in my feminine energy, me in my divine femininity, and I'd love to go deeper with that today, and also just continue to get more clarity on what next steps look like for me as far as my career. I feel like I've come so far with breathwork, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm hosting 4 events a month minimum, which has been so much work, but so much fun. And this is the work that I want to do for the rest of my life. And as tensions rise in the workplace, you know, in the restaurant workplace that I'm at, I know that I am being called to not get complacent and to continue to move forward on my journey of being a breathwork facilitator, inner work guide, healer, whatever you want to call me. I'd love to gain more clarity in what that really looks like for me moving forward. So open to downloads and further connection with my higher self energy, Christina with the K, because I know that girl is killing it in another dimension, and I want to get closer to that. And the third thing, remember I told you we were going to circle back to me finding the love of my life one day? That's the third thing. I think that was like a big part of my emotions in the past few weeks, is I like entertained this guy for a second and I felt heavy energy of emotional unavailability, which I am no longer interested in. I feel like the past like 8 months or so, I was in my fun ex-Tina, like, you know, Christina Aguilera nasty era. That was me. It started with Halloween and me literally being that for Halloween with my little assless chaps. And it really took on its own like persona and energy within me that is still there, and I love her so much. But I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit sloppy. I was loosening my boundaries because I wasn't emotionally invested in people, so I wasn't really thinking big picture and like fully caring about how our connection was and stuff like that. I always wanted to be respected, but I realized that like I was fully disrespected by any of the people that I had entertained in those moments, and I thought that it's fine, like it's for me, like I'm just having fun, flirting, like not worrying because I don't actually want to be with those people. But it took a toll on me, and it just made me feel gross. Like it made me feel dirty connecting with people that didn't deserve my light, that didn't deserve me. And while I'm sure those people are, actually I'm not even gonna say that they're good because messy, but the point is that I loosened my boundaries, and now the boundaries are back up. I say I'm in my strict ex-Tina era, because I realize that even if I'm not emotionally trying to connect or emotionally invested with somebody, they still need to foundationally respect me, which I knew and I thought was happening, but I've learned just so much since those times. And I've seen very clearly that I was never respected in the first place. So that being said, with this guy, I was really hopeful. I was really excited. I saw there being potential. I felt this like respect and energetic connection, and then all of a sudden things kind of shifted, and like I'm just not playing games anymore. Like I'm just not interested in giving my time, my energy to anybody who isn't like right here with me. And so that brought up a lot for me. I've said it before, it is challenging dating in Los Angeles. People are really interesting out here. Men are really interesting out here. And honestly, it's kind of scary. Like you never really know who you're connecting with or like who you're gonna get. I thought I was connecting with this guy, and then I started to notice some shifts in energy and the way that he was like receiving me and connecting with me. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm good. So dipped out, maybe too soon, I don't know, but I feel proud of that decision. And I think that that's how I have to be. I think that those those past like 8 months or so where things got rocky, love. Wish he was here with me. Also, I left his onesie at my parents' house last weekend, so I'm without him, and this is the time when I would need him so much because I'm a little nervous being here. Bear country, scary. Anyway, dial it back, Christina, dial it back. I don't remember what I was saying, but the point is that I'm back on my strict ex-Tina era, and I'm tired of calling in these emotionally unavailable guys. Like, it was acceptable at one point because I was also emotionally unavailable, but like, I'm not now. I feel like I am in such a good space with myself personally. I feel like I am in a good space with my career. Like, I know my purpose work, and I think that used to always make me hesitant, like connecting with men and like taking it seriously for a relationship, was because I didn't ever want to be in a space where I'm relying on a man for like my happiness or like my fulfillment or anything like that. And I always really wanted to have my mind set, a goal set, my vision set on my purpose career. And I feel like I finally found that, thank God. So yeah, I just feel like I'm in a great space. I feel like I provide for myself. I love myself. I care for myself, for the people around me. And I'm ready to open up the space for somebody who is doing the same with their own life, so we can spend time together and live life together. And I'm really excited for the opportunity to have that, but I'm not gonna lie, it's been challenging to shut down the scarcity mindset and like kind of anxiety when it comes to dating a little bit. So I want to release some of that. I want to get back to myself and to my abundance mindset as far as how I feel about relationships and men. I know people around me used to be like, men suck, there are no good men here, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, that's because that's what you believe to be true, so it's true, which I still stand by. And so yeah, I want to get back to that girl who felt so much hope and excitement when it came to love instead of apprehension, which I think a healthy amount of apprehension is good. I think it means that I'm awake and I'm paying attention and using my discernment, but I just know I need to feel more hope and more faith in men ultimately. And yeah, that was really long-winded. I'm so sorry, but you know, this is what we do. We yap together. It's what we do. It's what we do. So I'm kind of flowing a little bit. Honestly, there's no fun like bathtub here or sauna or anything. So I'm planning on literally just going outside and tanning all day, my favorite activity. So I'm gonna do that. I also think I want to meditate and drink some cacao as well. And then I'm gonna take the mushrooms. I'm gonna do a little chocolate mushie today. And I think it's 5 grams is what I'm doing. I'll correct this on the screen if I got it wrong. I'm looking forward to holding myself through the journey. So I don't know if I'm gonna film during it. I don't know. I'll keep you updated. I'll keep you in the loop. But I'm so happy to be here with you guys. Let's fucking do this shit. And remember, if you're ever doing this stuff by yourself, please take care of yourself. Have a safe buddy. My sister knows where I am, my location. I'm keeping her updated along the way. So have your people that you feel safe with too. But let's go have some summer fun. Like, this is so like summer fun energy to me. Like, all we're missing is like a little lake, you know, a little lake or a pool. I thought it would be fun to do like a grocery tour of what I usually bring when I go on these quick little mushy trips. This was literally so last minute, so I ran to the store and got a few things. So let's check it out. Of course, we got the Pellegrino, the coconut cold, gut health, we love her. I always like to make a little trip to creation. So I'm gonna have tomato basil with sourdough bread for dinner and probably lunch basically. I got me a little juice for later as well. Fruit. This was my breakfast this morning. More fruit, got pineapple, got a little Olipop root beer. I got another yogurt, perfect. I don't know, I just feel like gentle, healthy feeling foods are good. And then classic, I got a lunch bowl. And then I also brought waffles. Brought a little waffles just in case for a sweet treat as well. So yes, that's the refrigerator tour.
You tell me all your secrets you hide inside. I tell you all of my feelings I have in my mind, growing in circles, it goes on and on.
We love a cheeky soup.
And all of the things that I say to you, I feel like you take them and leave it behind. It's hard to find no more reason I wanna rewind. 'Cause baby, I'm done going through phases of loving you, running out. I've been losing you, baby, when I do, I'll be
Alright. I forgot sweetener. So we're raw dogging it today. Oh. To the sacred cacao, thank you for finding me, for choosing me. My intention today is to connect with a deeper version of myself, to receive any downloads that may support me moving forward in my career, in my relationships, and with myself. I open my heart to new possibilities, to new information, to new visions. I trust in myself, God, universe, cacao, mushies, to lead me down the exact road that I'm meant to be led down today. Oh my God, every single time I wonder if that's some sort of activation thing. It's not, because this doesn't happen every time, but like sometimes. And so it is. All right. Let's get it. Gummy. Okay. Mushy chacos. Thank you for finding me. I set my intention for a safe, beautiful journey full of downloads and connection to myself. Please keep me safe and let this be a gentle yet profound healing experience. And so it is. So good. See you on the other side.
We look to the mountains. We don't care if it's only a dream. Nothing is really what it seems anyway. Now little by little, in the twilight's gentle flow, in the dance of fading light we grow. guess I'll be walking home in the rain. I lost you, but then you were mine again. Just let the wind and the fire.
I don't know how to get my camera to work correctly. But how fun that this is just this is just my life right now. Look, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, I'm pretty sure. Like, just laying down, laying out in the sun. It's not giving me the angles that I'm trying to get. Mushrooms are crazy. It's funny because I'm like losing my voice halfway. It feels like I'm like by myself, but I'm literally surrounded by homes. But then again, like, look at this. This is my life right now. Like, this is not giving me the angles that I'm needing. We're not getting it. Coming at you live. Was just thinking. The mushies are coming down. Or I'm coming down from the mushies. Feeling so grateful. Like, look at this view. Look at this view. You can't even tell. This is from inside the house. And was looking at myself, of course, thinking about how beautiful I am, but also looking at how many things I naturally would want to kind of fix, like this pimple. It's like right there. I could put a little concealer on that. My hair, it's doing nothing, but like this is natural these days. It's like wavy but poofy, and I just cut it, so it's short. But just looking at myself, and yeah, I could rip myself apart. And I hope that one day my daughter can look at herself as I can look at myself and just see her beauty. I feel like, when do we get to just like look at ourselves and just like not try to fix anything or do anything different, but just like be enough in this moment. I hope my future daughter knows how beautiful she is. Good morning. Welcome to the vloggy vlog post mushroom trip. First of all, I have a splitting headache. Like, literally have been wearing this cold thing on my head all day. Thank God. I think it probably came from my mom or something, but headache is crazy. Third eye, can you see this? Third eye is alive and awake, but like detox, like a little bit TMI, a little gross, but like all the pus is out. It's crazy. You guys, second solo mushroom trip in the books, and holy fucking shit, was this one pretty fucking gnarly. I truly don't even know what to say right now. I don't even know how to communicate the journey and the trip that I just went on yesterday for like what felt like the majority of the day. It was truly like a spiritual cleansing and detox that I didn't even really know I needed, and I still have so much integration work left, and yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how I put all the pieces together. But let me just share just a few highlights just to like show you the vibes. So you've already seen the space. It's beautiful. You know, it's funny because coming into this Airbnb, when I saw it, it wasn't exactly what I wanted. There wasn't any like last time there was like a outdoor bathtub and there was a sauna. Here I wasn't even sure if there was a bathtub. You know, there was nothing like excursion wise, like fun excursion, amenity wise, like very fun. But you know what? The views were crazy. I will say the views were beautiful. And I just was like, I was meant to be in this space for a reason. I'm gonna make the best out of it. And holy fuck, did this space hold me so well. It's crazy because even though I'm sandwiched in between like neighbors, I swear no one was around. And if people were around, it was also another layer of my visibility, like the last time, where it's like people could be around, people could be watching me, but I don't give a fuck. So let's talk about 3 of the highlights. My first, like, most profound highlight that I want to share was the mushrooms were hitting, okay? I am officially, like, I am in this thing. I'm feeling a little bit nauseous, sick, like, I definitely was feeling the energy. I think I definitely had to hold myself so much more throughout this journey than the last one. And one of the biggest highlights was I was outside tanning, whatever. My hair was straightened and I just kept getting this call. Like, I wanted to take a shower. I wanted to be in my natural hair. I wanted to just get clean, you know? And so I went into the shower. This turned into an entire shame cleansing renewal, to the point where I literally saw, connected with, and became Jesus Christ. Okay. I know that this is like what everyone, this is how like every crazy mushroom trip starts off, but like I swear to you, I had this deep rooted shame, this little fucking gnat in my ear that was just saying I'm a bad person. And it took me all the way back through different areas of my life where I feel like I did bad things, or I felt like I looked like a bad person, or even maybe was a bad person, and all the way down to when I was born. I mean, I don't know my biological father. He left when he found out that my mom was pregnant with me, and even that was rooted in this shame of like, I'm bad. He didn't stay. I am just like this ingrained energy of bad. And I am also part of him who left a woman pregnant with a daughter or a kid, whatever, a child. That is in me. And I just went through this whole emotional journey. I'm in the shower. All of a sudden the shower turns into like fucking Israel. Is it Israel, Jerusalem? Is it the same? I don't fucking know. But I say like I was in Israel because it was giving those vibes. I was literally turned into Jesus on my hands and knees. Like, guys, it was so fucking crazy. But I had this true cleansing, this true back and forth in my brain, me and God, and him just saying like, it's okay. You're not a bad person. Let this shit go. Let this shit go. I died for your sins. I died for our sins. And I'm not even like a really religious person, but yeah, man, that shit just hit. So I gotta think about that one. I gotta really process that one. Okay, the next highlight was me back outside now. Okay, she's showered, she's in a better headspace. The mushrooms had started to like somewhat wear off, so I did smoke some weed. I was just laying, chasing the sun in the front yard. You know, the shade was coming over, but I was finding any single space of sun that I could get. And I just lay down, I have my music, my phone's fucking dead, thank God I had my laptop, I'm just playing music, and the mix turns into this journey of freedom as a woman and me on a ranch, which is funny. There was like this Western like underline of this energy of this entire trip, not just the mushroom trip, but like the trip. Even when I started, for some reason, like I was being drawn towards like Chris Stapleton, Teddy Swims, which I love Teddy Swims, so that's normal. But then it like the playlist turned into more country and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just roll with it. And like, I don't really love country. I used to like country a lot. I mean, come on, I grew up in Georgia. But to be honest, after breakups and stuff, it just became difficult to listen to country because it feels like it's a lot about love and sadness. It just gets me in this weird headspace. Anyway, I am a fucking ranch girly. I'm free. I just watched this episode of Bachelor in Paradise the other day. Sorry, I'm coughing so much, my throat is killing. And I think her name was Faith, and she was a golden, and she came in on this horse, and she just like was rolling, flying with the wind with her horse, her hair going throughout. She looks so free and wild, and like I think that had a piece of it too. It's so funny how on these journeys, how everything that's happened for weeks before starts to just show you that this was a plan the entire time. But anyway, so I got this vision that like I want to own a ranch, and like I want to have this freedom to move my body. I'm literally laying on my back, all fours are out. I'm just laying there feeling and breathing and crying, and it was just a stunning feeling. So it was this like rewilding, free, gorgeous woman who lived on a ranch. And I don't know, I think I may be being called to do something with that. I went through a whole journey of like my vision and how things are starting to shift just a little bit when it comes to my career and breath work. So it was just a really, really, really beautiful experience. And with this wild woman energy, it turned into this bossy little bitch energy. And I know that that's like, I know I'm rough with my words, but like, I mean it like that. You know that song that's like, I'm too messy, now that I'm too fucking clean? Yeah. That, it's funny because I added that to my playlist for my breathwork event tonight. I added it literally on the way here, and it came up in the journey. I just like had this like remembrance. It was like me as like a little girl, and actually it was like the little girl from Alfalfa. I forget her fucking name, which is a sin, but whatever. Just like in a little tutu and being like, meh, like bad little bossy little bitch. And I'm like, you know what? We are so ingrained as girls, as little girls from when we are a young age, that being bossy and having boundaries and having a voice and speaking up and having opinions and not appeasing everyone and everything is such a bad thing. And it was just this like memory of like beliefs of like me just swallowing down who I am, muting who I am, crunching down who I am to not be that bossy little bratty little bitch. Yeah, and then it shifted into, actually, I really don't give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck. You guys, I'm sorry for my language. I know I'm going in right now, but this is coming back up now that I'm like talking about it. But like literally this saying that probably the mantra for this entire journey that just kept popping in my head is, I really don't give a fuck. Actually, it doesn't matter. Like, none of this fucking matters. None of this matters. Me going to work and getting customer complaints doesn't fucking matter. Their opinion of me doesn't fucking matter. Me speaking up and it upsetting someone doesn't fucking matter. We live on a fucking rock. I'm here, feet, body in the grass, relaxing, overlooking the entire mountains and the sky. I feel like I'm closer to heaven than I've ever been before. All of that bullshit doesn't fucking matter. Yeah, man, I don't know. I definitely have some unpacking to do for sure. But this journey was so different from the last one. The last one, I would say, was just really rooted in finding my roots and connecting to this deeper ancestral divine feminine woman inside of me. And then this journey was just a true spiritual cleansing and detox and connecting with this new version of me that I have never experienced before. Like, I ain't never met her, I ain't never seen her, I ain't never felt her, but she is so higher self energy in a way that I have never envisioned myself before. And I don't know where this is gonna take my life, but I know that I will never be the same again. And I know, I just feel in my gut that I'm gonna have to make some life-altering big decisions. I don't know, I say that now, I might go home and everything's fine, but I don't know, man. Shit was crazy. Also, I would just like to add, I kind of mentioned my third eye in the beginning, but like fucking nuts how this whole like week or so, past couple of weeks or so, my intuition has been so strong within me, and I have made moves accordingly, not giving a fuck what anyone thinks and trying to not overthink it and just trusting my intuition. You know, I literally put out a guided breathwork practice for strengthening your intuition. And ironically, the cacao blend that I had before the journey was for third eye intuition. And do we think it's fucking nuts that I had like a third eye literally grow in? I'm sorry. That's probably my favorite part of it all. I never have I ever thought that I would be honored to have a pimple on my face, but I was. And it's crazy. This whole trip just felt like a spiritual detox, a cleansing of shame, a cleansing of stories that aren't mine. I cried, I laughed, and I forgave myself. And I unlocked this new version of me that I've never connected with before. So thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me during these journeys. Honestly, it's part of my life mission to just go buy a fucking ranch for people's healing journeys and just go do mushrooms all the time. Like, I can't believe I'm this girl. Someone called my ex because he would be dying to know that I be smoking weed and that I do mushrooms now. Like, I judged him so hard for stuff like that and was just such a straight-laced little girly. back in the day. That's like 2015, 2016. But yeah, I don't know. Thank you for being here. I have 30 more minutes here, so I'm gonna go soak it up a little bit more. Thank you again for being here. I can't wait for our next adventure together. I'm so excited to continue bringing you along in this journey. And if you ever have any questions, thoughts, concerns, if you want to share your own experience with solo mushroom trips, I would love to hear, or just mushroom trips in general. And always remember that I do these trips alone because I feel like there is nobody better equipped to hold me than I can hold myself. And I think that that's a big part of learning and connecting for myself on my spiritual journey, because I am a space holder for others with my breathwork facilitation. So I don't recommend doing mushrooms on your own, especially if you have any hesitancy around it. I think I've just gotten really, really good at holding myself and finding safety in my body. So I would definitely recommend for mushroom trips to do it with a facilitator. Do it at least with a friend that you're comfortable with, that you feel safe around. I don't know. I gotta go. I gotta stop yapping about this. I love you. I'm sending you so much love.